Today's video is a bit different because I know that many of you have been asking me to make more videos about traveling in Australia, especially if you're already here, you're working and you want to take time off to explore this amazing country. And at the end of the day, this is still part of your migration and settlement journey because it's pretty important to get to know the country, your new country and the place that you're living in. So hopefully this video will help you get to know Australia in general, in this case Victoria, a bit better. So yeah, in this video I'm going to focus on things to do around Melbourne in the state of Victoria. So let's get started. The first place in Victoria that I feel that you should visit, and this is I think my favorite spot, is Wilson's Promontory Park, or Wilson's Prom for the locals. This is a stunning national park in Victoria and is located 238 kilometers from Melbourne CBD, or a 2-hour to 3-hour drive. This is a coastal wilderness area with lots of wildlife, secluded beaches, hiking trails and camping activities. There's so many things to do in Wilson's Prom, especially if you love nature, hiking and camping. Most walking trails and hikes will take you through dense rainforests, waterfalls and stunning pristine beaches. And the hikes go from easy walks to more challenging overnight hikes. And in terms of wildlife, there's everything here in Wilson's Prom as well. Every time I go there, I always get to see a wallaby or a kangaroo. Yeah, it's like full of wildlife and nature. It's such an amazing spot. And again, you can go camping or you can go to a cabin. If you have a van or a motorhome as well, you can stay there too. So many options. It's an amazing place to reconnect with nature, and especially if you're working and you want to escape all the hustle and bustle of the city. It's just a beautiful spot. My second favorite spot in Victoria is Grampians National Park, or traditionally known as Garryward. This is a beautiful natural reserve that has a pretty deep connection to Aboriginal communities, presenting the highest concentration of Aboriginal rock art paintings and shelters in southern Australia. It's pretty spectacular. And if you love the outdoors, again, this is your place. Some of the most popular hiking trails include the Pinnacle Walk, Balconies Walk and the Mackenzie Falls Walk, but there are so many others. And if you're into other activities such as mountain biking, rock climbing, bouldering, Grampians is also your place. It's so amazing going there, rock climbing throughout the day and hiking, and then going back to the campsite and just having a meal with your friends and just enjoying nature in general. In terms of distance, Grampians, it's a 3-hour drive from Melbourne CBD, but the drive is really worth it. And if you don't have access to a car, you can take public transport, or I also know that there are lots of day tours around. So you can go to the Grampians and they take you to Mackenzie Falls, etc. So that's again something to consider. Now, third on my list is Bright. This is a beautiful town located in the Alpine region of Victoria, and it's about a 3-hour-and-a-half drive from Melbourne CBD to the northeast. One of the most popular things to do in Bright is to explore the surrounding areas, the rivers and parks, as well as go hiking in the Alpine National Park or visit Mount Buffalo National Park, Mount Beauty, Harrietville, Beechworth, Falls Creek, Dinner Plain and Mount Hotham. And these areas are also amazing if you're into sports and outdoor activities. You can go mountain biking, you can go rock climbing to Mount Buffalo National Park, you can go swimming in the rivers, or you can do even paragliding. Yeah, paragliding is also a very big activity in Brighton, all these areas. Now, Bright is also very well known for its local produce, so I highly recommend exploring the town's cafes and shops. And please don't forget to try the pies at Gumtree Pies. Oof, so good. They're insane, so highly recommend doing that. So yeah, in my opinion, Bright is one of the most beautiful spots in Victoria, both during winter and during summer. I'm always there because it's such a beautiful spot. Yeah, especially if you love nature. Another spot in my list is the Great Ocean Road. This is the most touristic spot in Victoria, and I think one of the most touristic spots in Australia, and there's a reason for it. This is a scenic coastal drive that stretches for over 240 kilometers along the southeastern coast of Victoria. And it's a 2-hour drive from Melbourne CBD. It's one of the world's most scenic drives in Australia, with amazing ocean views and natural rock formations like the 12 Apostles and Loch Arch Gorge. I personally love the Great Ocean Road, especially because it's full of small towns along the coast and amazing stunning beaches. My favorite spots are Torquay, Apollo Bay and Lorne, and these are super popular as well for swimming, surfing or just relaxing by the beach. And another pretty cool activity to do around the Great Ocean Road area is to go to the Great Otway National Park, and there are lots of walking and hiking trails to explore. So again, if you're into nature and you love the ocean, the Great Ocean Road is a must-see. Another place to visit here in Victoria is the Yarra Valley. This is a beautiful wine region located just a short drive from Melbourne CBD, about an hour to the northeast. And it's a super popular spot for everything that's wine tasting and tasting of local produce. There are lots of farms there. So yeah, it's very well known for its vineyards, wineries, but not only that. Believe it or not, the Yarra Valley is also very well known for its amazing chocolaterie. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. They have an amazing kind of chocolate and ice cream factory there where you can do like chocolate tasting, and their chocolate and ice cream are insane, out of this world. So if you're into everything that's chocolate and ice cream, I highly recommend going to this spot in the Yarra Valley because it's so good. Now, next on our list is the Dandenong Ranges. This is an amazing national park located just a short drive from Melbourne CBD. This is a super popular spot for everything that's hiking trails, waterfalls, exploring charming small towns such as Olinda and Sassafras. Highly recommend going there. And of course, Dandenong Ranges is also very well known for its scenic drive along the forest, winding roads and lookouts with stunning views. And again, the best thing of all is that it's just a short drive from Melbourne CBD, so it's super close. So if, I don't know, one weekend you just don't have much to do, you're like, oh, what should we do? And you are feeling like reconnecting with nature, but at the same time you don't want to drive that much, then highly recommend going to the Dandenong Ranges because it's beautiful. It's insane that it's so close to the city. Next on our list is the Mornington Peninsula. This is a beautiful coastal region located just a short drive from Melbourne CBD, about an hour to the southeast. Some of the most popular spots along the coast towards the peninsula include Mount Martha, Safety Beach and Sorrento. These are amazing beaches for swimming, kite surfing and stand-up paddling and any water activities. Now, if you're in the peninsula and you want to go for a hike, I highly recommend visiting Pont Nepean National Park and Cape Schanck. The coastal views there are out of this world. And again, if you love wine and good food, the Mornington Peninsula is a no-brainer. This area is very well known for its amazing wineries and local produce. So I highly recommend doing a bit of a wine tasting there and yeah, just exploring the area. Another spot that made it to this list is Phillip Island. This is a beautiful destination located just to the southeast. Phillip Island is pretty big on wildlife conservation and nature reserves. And one of the most popular activities to do when visiting Phillip Island is the penguin parade. Of course, again, there's a lot of nature, lots of hiking, so you can actually hop on a cruise and explore the area. It's actually a pretty well-known spot for whale watching. Highly recommend visiting Phillip Island. As you can see, living in Australia, living in this country is amazing, especially if you love the outdoors. Sometimes I have to pinch myself by the fact that I got to move here. So yeah, I highly recommend visiting these places. And again, if you like the video, consider subscribing or giving it a like to support the channel so I can keep bringing more content for you, especially if you're finding value. And if you're interested in moving to Australia and you want to get to know a bit more about what is it like to live here or what is it like to work in Australia, which is the main focus of this channel, I highly recommend watching these videos here and here. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye.